Hello, and thank you for volunteering to help us with our Junior Year 500 event this year. The event will take place during the week of January 11th, and during that week we are structuring this opportunity for juniors to allow them in an unusual way to actually have individual assistance. Many times these events are grouped, several hundred come at a given time, and it's kind of a chaotic thing. This is really designed to be fairly structured. So basically what we're asking each interviewer or critiquer to do is to share roughly a 2-hour block of time so that you will be meeting with a student for a 30-minute interaction. So you will have 4 student interactions during that time. For each 30 minutes, you will have roughly 20 minutes for the mock interview, which will allow you the time to ask several questions and then give feedback on their answers, and then also roughly 10 minutes after that for you to go over their resume. Now, for those of you who feel that you're not necessarily prepared for that type of critique, we will be sending you guidelines that you can be looking for through the interview as well as the resume itself, to give you ideas of what you can share with them in the way of feedback, as well as some handouts that you can give them that they can use later on to follow up on the interaction that you had. Now, you will be given a particular career track, and what that simply means is through the course of 4 days that we're doing this, we have 24 career fields represented, roughly broken down 2 days for 12 and 2 days for the other 12. So you might be interacting with a student in a career field that doesn't really relate to yours. In fact, there is a good chance of that. But rather than be concerned about that, these are not designed to be highly specific to a career field, really. They're really designed to get at core kinds of questions that just about every interview will have. And these are those that are behavior-based in many cases. In other words, asking for examples of certain kinds of skills and that type of thing. So what you may see as a field that you don't know that much about, you don't really need to be concerned about that. As I mentioned, we will give you background materials, and we will actually give you the questions that you can ask so that you'll have a sense of what you might be looking for in the way of an answer. When you're doing your schedule, I do suggest that you pay attention to the timing. In other words, we're really hopeful that we have most of these schedules filled up. We have a few weeks over break that, well, a couple weeks over break, that we're also sending a message home to encourage students to sign up. So we're hoping our numbers are very healthy, which means we could have very tight schedules. And if that's the case, we're asking everybody to try to be careful to keep within your 30-minute time frame, because there will be somebody on the queue waiting to be escorted in. And that's how this will occur. You'll be at a table in the assembly room. A staff member will bring the student to your table. You will already have the resume for each student that you can review in advance. And then after that interview, they will bring the next student, and so forth, until your schedule is completed. The other area that we wanted to talk to you about is that some students may feel that this was too short of an interview. And if you get that kind of feedback, by all means, encourage them to set up a time to come to career development for a more intensive interview. In those cases, we generally will give the better part of an interview with videotaping, and we go over the videotape at that time as well. So this gives them an opportunity to have a little bit more in-depth, as well as being able to see themselves in the interview at the same time. Hopefully this input will give you a rough idea of how you can be prepared for that particular experience that you're going to have during that day. We do, once again, appreciate your willingness to do this. And if you do have any specific questions or would like any more feedback on this process, please email me at mroth@pitt.edu, and I'm happy to get back to you with any additional details that you might be interested in. Thank you very much.